Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Command & Conquer General 0 Hour replay. Spawn on the right side as the Yellow Air Force General, got aka Mojo. Spawn as the Red Toxin General, we got BoYcaH. Yeah, butchered that name well enough. Either way, let's go ahead and get started. I pause, take a look at to cover the players, because alt tabbing for me is not really feasible in this game, so I can't just alt tab, go to the replay, look up the player's name, and plus I do recordings in mass, so I use this capability to slow down, look at the player's names, read them off, and also take a look at what symbol is, because I have no other way to really look up which player's what. We've got a fake vehicle bay there, arms dealer, barracks here, some double supply stash. We do have a bombardment tower here, a double-decker supplies. I'm actually not super familiar with the newer General 0 Hour stuff. I'm thinking the bottom one's going to be collected from below, and the top one going to be collected from top, which is very fascinating. Also got some landmines there you have to clear out. The worker is here, maybe trying to go for a tunnel. Up north, got a bunker, supplies, or not necessarily bunker, not necessarily hangar either. Corrugated steel garrison. Civilian building there. That is a civilian building, nothing too important. I believe that's like a supply yard from the campaign, the one with the destroyers. And this is all not garrisonable, maybe traversable up here. Definitely a wasteland map, that's for sure. We do have actually the command center is not being sold off. Appears to be normal monies this game. King Raptor does strike. Keep the command center up and running is quite reasonable for Air Force because they have access to extremely early carpet bombing. They just need the strategic coordination center. They can probably actually bring that, deploy the coordination center, bring in the carpet bomb, then off the command center if they so choose. We do now have the technical heading up north. There's a dozer there. A wild dozer's appeared. Does get some good shots there. Takes out the technical, but does not take out the rocket troops. Takes out the dozer. However, he has command center, so losing dozer's just a loss, not a massive loss. Click on supplies there. This supply is on a different supply method there. They also appear to be both half supplies. Pair of oil derricks here, which of course does come off two toxin rebels. I thought it come off rocket troops. Maybe they're dropped off there, and he grabbed, picked them up. Yeah, I'm just going crazy. I think he picked them up. They may be inside right here. There are some abandoned structures here, but that's just all props. You even got a civilian airliner there. Ooh, look, a civilian airliner. There goes the technical. Captain those both up. Those up. These ones are currently neutral. Red could just send those toxin rebels forward and start cleaning those up. May have a chance of getting them. Definitely, I'll say worth the risk. Low cost or low risk, high reward. Another toxin tunnel there. We've got a bombardment platform that's coming neutral. Got a stinger sight, but remember, Air Force. Getting a good amount of damage. It does take out the workers. And these King Raptors are floating about just to shoot down missiles. Technical's now advancing. We need some quads to help deal with those King Raptors. Humvee taking a bit of damage here. Technicals straight forward. These rocket bees have been quite effective. Dismounts there at a perfect time. Well, didn't actually lose the Humvee either, so you can just let that get repaired on them. Maybe don't re-garrison until it's nice and secure, because one of these guys... Okay, needed more than one rocket. Oh god, toxin tunnel there. Very nice. Garrison here. We got the search and destroy, which also means he has access to the carpet bomb. I'm assuming he went for that ability first. I don't see the flying yellow drone, so perhaps King Raptor takes out those toxin rebels. quads coming on in, getting some good damage. You can go for the flares, which also improve their bullet resistance. There's a carpet bomber. Really overkill there. Don't know if that's probably a bit of a waste, honestly. King Raptors could have cleared out that tunnel, no problem. Bikes do go on down. So Spice went for bikes and he's trying to get them over here. That is a good number of rockets inside those Humvees. Gotta be very careful of the Anthrax Beta. Quad does go down there. We actually have a garrison here, firing at some of those units. Garrison going down. There's a lot of rockets in those Humvees. May want to see ambush here. But the thing is, if they pop out too early, they get splashed quite hard. And if quads are getting distracted by these drones up here, hence the purpose. Gives them extra durability by giving them extra targets. You can always go for drone armor to increase their durability as well. Drone, it will affect all drones. The three upgradable ones? Got the gun, Hellfire, Recon. What's the fourth one? I can't remember off the top of my head. There's also the Sentry gun available from the War Factory, the Sentry drone, which also does get affected by it. I think it increases health by like 25% rather than 50%. Well, of course, you still have to upgrade the gun on the Sentry drone to be any useful. I think people say they're actually decent. The problem is you make them usable. You have to go for like an 800 credit upgrade. No one spends money on that. Yeah, King Raptors are settling on down. Got a fire base here. Gets a direct hit there on one of the quads. Here comes A-10. King Raptors getting shot on the deck. Does save one of them. Shot by another drone there. He must have drone armor. That thing took a lot more hits. Can I click on... have money? Oh, I can't click on drones directly to see how much health they have. I see something glowing yellow right here. Oh, that's Colonel Burton. I was trying to find stealth drone. Comanche there. Can be upgraded to a stealth Comanche. Chinook's heading down south to these supplies. Colonel Burton has been moved down south. Is that structure there? Oh, I hear push forward. Colonel Burton took some hits. Chinook took some hits there as well. It's gonna be slow going. You could land the airport to get some repairs going, or park the ambulance next to it. Everyone knows ambulance drivers are pretty good at recovering health from German hell. Colonel Burton does get revealed there. Gets hit pretty hard. And does get revealed there by the King Raptors and gets shot down. Does hit up those Rangers who have not captured up the oil derricks. Oops. Takes out some of those units there. Colonel Burton probably would really wish to be inside the fire base at the moment. Is he even still alive? I think I saw him right around here. Colonel Burton advance way forward. Gets Veterancy 1. Wait, can Chinook's gather from supply from the lower one? Probably better gather from the higher one either way. Carpet bombing there. Not too great, honestly. Does hit a little bit of everything. Get another coat or rocket beast here. The friendly neighborhood people are going down. King Raptors take the fucking good number of missiles there. I don't think he took a single point of damage from those King Raptors. Throwing a lot of fire there allows these Humvees to push forward. Walker can repair up this corrugated building. Pretty good assault there. Red has a very large number of stingers. Trying to deal with those King Raptors in any way possible. King Air Force General, I think, is just one of the most painful generals to fight against. I say the Air Force General may be the most overpowered general in the game. Though there's a lot of good generals, don't get me wrong, though. The only one I'll say is weak is probably the U.S. Laser General, is probably the weakest of everything. Yeah, I think like all the commanders, even the vanilla ones, have some sort of useful thing about it. I would say the Laser General offers the least usefulness. You get Laser Crusaders and cheaper Avengers. And there are laser defense systems. Everything else, they of course get a lot of cost increases for other units. Yeah, I just don't see a lot of things. Maybe they could do something of, if there's any balance, community balance patches, which I understand why people don't want to introduce community balance patches, because then you sort of have to balance everything. But if I were to balance out the Laser General to make it a little more useful, maybe give sentry drones, since nobody has any real good use for sentry drones. Honestly, a US player could have some sort of super weapons commander could also be both around drones, some sort of drone commander. That's at the point, create a whole new one. Maybe Laser General could get laser sentries. Comes upgraded with a gun, and also can be tasked to a point defense drone or not. Unique gun drone, which replaces a laser drone. Oh. Replace the gun drone for the laser general to be a point defense laser drone. And sentry drones get laser sentries and are available with don't need the upgrade acquired for it. Or they do get their own upgrade for it. I don't know. Something of the sort, just ideas. Black Market stays alive. And getting repaired on up. Well, it doesn't necessarily need repairs. It's still gonna need to get the repairs going. Do have this spotted once again, on point of seeing all that. How much does this garrison actually spot? I mean, it's seeing incredibly far away. I always forget how far you actually can see in this game. This game just has, you either see something or you don't. There's not really in between. Like in Age of Empires, like Knights. They want Fog of War to be a strategic thing rather than a tactical issue of not being able to speed stuff close by. Which makes sense, actually. It's not a bad system. Separating strategic from tactical. King Raptor's going down. Oof, too many quads there. And takes the Comanche's bow. There's a lot of quads there. Tovies push forward, do take a bit of damage. Toxin Rebel ambush. Takes out one of them. Takes out another Tovi. Chinook gets shot down. King Raptors flying about. Version 2, version 3 looks like. A lot of barrels here. And multiplayer, black barrels still explode and doing damage, right? Maybe you should detonate them before you start collecting up supplies. Not like Tiberium would take damage, right? But back to Yeah, this is actually providing a lot more vision than expected.
Buck it up.
Actually, no, he just has vision over here in general.
King Raptor ready for takeoff.
What is providing vision all the way down south?
Unit
Need a
lost.
delivery, General?
Oh, we got carpet bombing there. Yeah, somebody's providing just excellent vision all across the map, and I don't know what. Do have now Jarman Kell redeployed over here. May get spotted by the scout drones, does. Pilot snipes, picks off the 2 missile defenders. He needs to spot one to get the Toby. Jarman Kell does go down. When the walkers can hijack into the Humvee, which will be a Toby, maybe get out his own scout drone or repair drone for the formation. He probably has junk repair, so a free recon drone could be nice to spot occasional Colonel Burton. Tomahawk strikes the unit there, takes out one of the King Raptors, a couple quads remaining. It looks like he does have toxic gamma. I saw the purple or pink on chemtrails or trails. Does grab one of the Tovies. Not entrails, not chemtrails. Entrails? Trails? Can't think of the word right now. Entrails are the insides of the animal after you hunted it. Chemtrails are actually just conspiracy nonsense, if overall in general. Smoke trail? I can't, there's a term for it, I can't think of it. Oh, well, see, he does have stealth Comanches upgraded. Spectre, gunship. Took some damage, will access plenty of help. Pounding away against the gun, against the black market there. Could hit the oil derrick. Oil derrick takes some damage. Not falling back. Palace is garrison, not fully garrisoned though. Colonel Burton advancing. Repairing up this building. How supplies doing? The bottom supply still suggests has supplies. Not too much though. Could probably long distance harvest that. Yeah, just send the workers there and long distance harvest it. Not enough there to warrant a building. No supply stash yet. There's still 9,000 funds remaining here. A little over 9,000. Tovies. Oh, Toxin Rebel ambush. And Tomahawk explode them. Comanche. Colonel Burton here again. Looks like these walkers are long-distance harvesting. Of course, a single missile troop's not great to take them out. Long-distance harvesting is fine enough. It's better than doing nothing. There's not too much supply here either way. We got a single box with 75 supplies there and 3,150 there. Not a single one of those rockets connected. And this is why people say Air Force generals live overpowered with their point defense stroke. I can try to think how I would balance the Air Force general. The shortest answer is reduce the rate of fire of the defense lasers by 66%, I would say. They're already a stronger and cheaper than normal. No, they're the same price as normal Raptors, but they are far stronger with a couple more missiles. I think a bit more explosive power to them. Oh. Bomb run there. Oh, fuel air bomb as well. I think those quads stayed alive. Jarman Kell gets a shot of that, picks up some outlying units there. Gets another King Raptor. Drum Cow gets gunned down. Tunnel stays alive for now. Walker's getting gunned down. Now secondary cons. Got a couple supply yards. Another Walker there. Gunship flying about. Yeah, he still has vision of the corner there. Gunship gets shot down, saves a black market. Ranger trying to pick up that Toby. Looks like that hole did clean on up. A lot of the stuff. Actually, those ones just being rebuilt from after being destroyed by the fuel air bomb. Maybe as well, something I would say, other things that needs to be nerfed is Chinooks could probably lose the point defense laser entirely. The assault Chinook should retain it, and maybe the regular Chinook could receive a cost reduction because it's Air Force. I mean, not all helicopters do have the laser point defense lasers like the Comanche. We do now have the A-10s straight forward. They too have the point defense lasers. I think that's just an extra flavor though. Oh, looks like they don't get affected by it. They do get affected by the chaff. Fake black market there. I wonder if that's going to be purposeful fake. Mines there did get cleaned on up, and here as well. Colonel Burton here providing some good vision. Excellent vision across this region. They're sharing supplies there. Yoink. I'll take that box. Leaflets. I think also supply drop aircraft that was. Missile troops on low power. And Toxin Rubble ambush. Level 2 looks like. Is that an Anthrax? Sneak attack as well. Quads. Gets good damage there. Anthrax bomb onto the airport. Anthrax gamma bomb. Looks like the King Raptor, it is taking damage from it. Needs to take off immediately. Dozer gets poisoned. Gets inside the garrison that the Dozer just got done repairing. Colonel Burton there. Another tunnel going on up. Another tunnel going up. Secondary economies. Got one black market there. That one did get cleaned on up. Down south. Looks like red does not have too many black markets. This is still a fake one. You can tell by the orange radius. You look at it from the US perspective. Wait. From the US perspective, it still shows the orange thing there. Or maybe I'm just going crazy. Oh, well. Actually, switching between perspectives did get rid of that border, so... unless that's not actual real now? I have no idea at this point in time. I think I'm freaking myself out now. Using aircraft to draw fire, drop the bombs there. Let's see, a couple workers do go down. 2,000 funds remaining just along his harvest at that point in time. I think that was Colonel Burton that went down there. Yeah, task these workers along this harvest. There's not enough there to warrant a supply. All the mines in the field have been cleaned on up. Worker goes down. I'm not sure how red got a worker there. That may have been the one that was here, wasn't it? Game's going to reach a standstill. 2 supply drops. Yellow has capability to push forward with these King Raptors. Red needs some quads. Can't get GPS Scrambler to camouflage quads, right? To ambush them? Then again, that would provide him some hopefully lure into a trap. They still get revealed by the King Raptors. I'm not sure if there's anybody inside of that one. The command center did take a bit of damage. Excuse me. Y'all trying to increase economy. US player has 500 monies in the bank. And red does have a decent amount. Let's keep an eye on this one. 20.
I'll puncture the next thing that moves.
A warrior has fallen.
The other black market has gone down, so that appears to be an actual black market now. Toxin rebels being picked off. Supply aircraft being shot down. Lawrence is harvesting from here. A-10s push the way forward. Takes out the black market. I love how sometimes those rockets go to the flares. Another fake black market here. If I switch with the US player, it still shows a red-orange border around it. So what if the US player sees an orange border? It wouldn't mean it's fake, but I'm not so sure. One King Raptor does go down. Self-command sheet goes down. All the quads go down, just leaving 2 rocket buggies. Toxin Rebel ambush there. Ambulance needs to start running over some of these units. A couple quads come on out. Leaflets on top of the units there. And a couple of the Toxin Rebels sneak inside of the leaflets, trying to poison the King Raptor. Colonel Burton needs hit. Oh, good crushes there from the ambulance. And Colonel Burton does get poisoned. Gun drone doing its best. And and does not lose a gun drone there. Got pretty close to it though. That supply stash should be cleaned up relatively soon. Though it'll take a whole team to pick up one of those shipping crates. Takes out that black market. Was that still fake or was that actual real for that point in time? It looks like it's going more and more favor in the US player at the moment, the game. Maybe sell off some of these tunnels. This one does not support a ground army, so we probably sell off maybe 3 of these tunnels. Gile person has 1700. Build a black mark in the corner away from everything. We got the captured Tovi here. There's some supplies there. Picks up some monies that failed to get on top of the supply drop. Usually happens when the supply drops at the edge of the map. Toxin Rebel trying to claim that supply drop. US player gains some monies. And that is a toxin bomb.
Lost.
Drops it, but there's nothing on the airport. He immediately starts using the ambulance to clean up that toxins. Does clean up immediately, very good. Saves Dozer, which at this point in time, every unit counts. Big round of quads. Another rebel ambush. Takes out another supply drop. Ambulance still exists right here. And here comes a bomb run. Takes out one of his rangers. I'm assuming the ranger can't capture a ambush tunnel. But he's on that quad. Rocket buggy. Does have junk repair. Hellfire drone gives good shots. Takes out the buggy. Sells the supply stash. Got a large number of workers. And they're unemployed. What is income looking like? We know blue has one supply pad remaining. This one's safe in the HQ. 1,800 funds. GLA has 1,200. You need what? 2,000? 2,500. Get out a black market, right? These are.
I'll puncture the next thing that moves.
These are, of course, what's it called? Arms dealers. Maybe sell off one of them. Oh, I think that's the player switch between the two.
I'll puncture the next thing that moves. I'll puncture the next thing that moves.
I think he's just selling off everything in order to get one last assault going. US player, it doesn't take too much to overrun the US player. It's going to come down to one last engagement for the GLA player. Oxen Rebel can clear out this garrison, which I think has a rocket troop or two inside. US player has the long game capable with the one supply drop there. Ambush Rebels does take out these two guys there. Got a bit of bounties there. 8 Toxin Rebels push way forward. Another sneak attack. Let the bomb strike. I was going to say, let the bomb strike before you pop out, before you lose everything. Rocket Bees versus 2. Ambulance does crush everything there. Here comes the quads. That's a Moab, right? Or your bomb. Same difference technically, just not in this game. I have no idea what that one was actually doing. As a supply drop aircraft. Oh, even send the radar van. If you're bringing the radar van like this, you are just trying. This is all in. Send the workers along with them. They can eat a bullet or two. Do you have another supply drop there? Front line, I think. Here, maybe safer. I don't like that positioning. There's a fuel air bomb. He does dodge it. He's taking out those raptors. One raptor gets shot down. 2 gets shot down. Here comes a gunship. Trim the gunship is a possible carpet bomb here. 2 quads. 1 quad remains. King Raptor. And 1 Comanche. Red lost everything. One supply yard once again. Yellow has income. Sells off some structures. He doesn't have a palace, does he? Tunnels everywhere. Sell off all the exterior tunnels. Selling off all the exterior tunnels. He's keeping that one alive for pushing forward. Sell off what abilities do you have left for actually keeping that around? What does he have? 2 quads? Send the workers. They're not demolition workers. Did you give them some shoes?
What do you want?
Yes, they have the shoes. Very few people can actually go walk around without shoes, honestly. Go outside without shoes on. Right now it's winter, so and it just snowed for me, so not great. It looks like a Gim or Anthrax bomb there. Ambush. Not forward, which could allow him to sell off that one. Took a lot of damage there. Get back in the tunnel. Get repairs. He has 4 there. Anthrax bomb will connect. Which also means as well the Raptors cannot land, though he shot them down. Here comes the A-10s. He does avoid it. He is cleaning up the Anthrax Gamma. Taking out one of the war factories.
Need a point, man.
Unit lost.
Supply pad here. Here, quads firing somewhere. A couple more quads straight forward. They got the airport. Stealth Command Chi gets one rocket off, sells off the airfield, still has a supply yard. This is literally the last possible. No, he has still the command center. Here comes a supply drop. He needs rocket troops. Going low power, sells off everything there. Does he have a dozer somewhere else than right here? Stealth Yellow is out of the game. That game went down to every last dollar. GLA person deaf player did get a lot more monies there. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.